says the Lord. I am with you always until the end of the world. And with your spirit.
The reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Paul went to Galilee to the mountain to which Jesus has ordered them. When they saw him, they worshipped, but they also doubted. Then Jesus approached them and said, "All power in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always until the end of this age." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated.
Act of the Apostle. Present the event of ascension of the Lord to heaven. The Gospel of Matthew that we just read does not paint Jesus being taken up to heaven, rather its emphasis the promises of Jesus of his continuing presence among the believer. I will be with you always until the end of the world, he said. We know that in his glorified state, Jesus would no longer be seen, heard, or touched through the physical means, physical senses. But he remained fully Emmanuel, means God with us, until the end of the age. So because of that, the question of the two men dressed in white in the first reading, the Act of the Apostle, is still appropriate to us today. Men of Galilee, why do you stand here looking up at the sky? In fact, this admonition at Ascension Day from the angel sound pretty similar to the one at the resurrection when the angel said at that time to the woman, "Why do you seek the living among the dead?" The message is clear. There is no point in looking for Christ in the tomb or in the sky. He is not there. He is right in the Galilee of our days, of our time, among the living, among the sinful, paying a special attention to people in needs and living in the margin of our society. So let us continue to meet Jesus in them, in washing their feet and in getting on with our missionary mandate, because this is the most important part of today's reading. The Gospel reveals Jesus giving the missionary mandate to his apostle. Go and be my witnesses to the end of the earth. Go and make disciples of all nations. As proclaimed in the first reading, Jesus will come again. But the time between his visible ascension and his return at the end of time is the area of the church, is our time, is the time for the church to preach the gospel to all nations and to give witness of Jesus Christ. Ascension Sunday is a reminder to all hierarchy, to the consecrated men and women, and also to us, lay faithful of the divine command to preach the gospel to all the nations. And this is the reason why Ascension Sunday is celebrated by the Church as Word Communication Day. This year is the 57th Word Communication Day, with the theme Speaking with the Heart, the truth in love. In the early Christianity, the apostle and the evangelizer traveled far and wide to bring the gospel not only to the Jews but also to the Gentiles. Nowadays, we know that people more and more congregate around computer, internet, and all other digital gadgets to meet with others. FaceTime. More meaningful witnesses of our faith in the Galilee road of today, answering the divine command of Jesus on Ascension Day. Go!